to start from zero. This is exactly how you become a millionaire in 12 months. After decades of building successful businesses, I know exactly what I do to go from zero to $1 million as fast as possible. And the crazy part, you don't need a genius idea or a massive budget to do it. You just need this blueprint. Let me break it down for you. First, let's talk about the biggest obstacle you need to overcome if you want to become a millionaire. The biggest thing that people make a mistake on is they focus on short-term cash. It's really hard to make cash in 30 days, 60 days. You gotta think long term. When you're short-sighted, what you'll find is you put in a lot of effort, get very little results, and get burnt out. And you start thinking about what can I do today? And a lot of times that effort that you put in to make money today won't really matter 6 months from now, a year from now, 2 years from now. So instead, what you want to do is focus on long-term efforts, because that way, not only will it help you in the short run, but those efforts that you focus on in the short run will have compounding effects in the long run. And the best thing you can do to take that long-term approach is to build an audience. In essence, you're owning your own platform. Think about it. Facebook, Instagram.
Hey guys,
they're all examples.
एक व्यूअर आया है,
When you have your own audience,
बस एक
like
व्यूअर.
Tony Robbins, LeBron James, or Kardashian, you can continue to go after that
भाई
audience and monetize it.
मैं तुम्हें देख पा रहा
When
हूँ.
Cristiano Ronaldo got onto YouTube, he instantly had millions of followers. It was one of the fastest growing accounts. You know why? It wasn't because YouTube's a popular platform. It's because Cristiano owned his own audience. He had loyal followers that would move with him no matter. Long-term wealth comes from leveraging.
Hello.
However, if you rely on social media platforms, you truly don't know your audience. That's why you want to direct traffic to your website. So you can landing pages where you like joiners and people and sell up. If you do this easily with your website, making your first $1 million becomes effortless. My ad agency, NP Digital, is one of the fastest growing ad agencies out there, according to AdWeek. One of the reasons we're such a fast growing ad agency is because we built up such a massive user base of people coming to our website and using them up. I'm not talking about a few hundred thousand, I'm talking about millions. And these are millions of visitors in the marketing vertical, which is a very lucrative audience. And when you get people going to your website, you can end up monetizing them. You can sell them products like bags or purses or clothes, or you can even sell services like I do, such as consulting. I want you to think about this from a basic math formula. At neilpatel.com, we generate over 1 million visitors a month. We sell products for $30 a month and upwards. So let's say you can get 1% of that audience to sign up. From 1 million visitors, that's roughly 10,000 people a month. At $30 a month, that's roughly $300,000 a month in recurring income. After 3.5 months, you're already at $1 million in annual revenue in monthly revenue. That's the power of getting visitors to your website. That's why my company, NP Digital, does over 9 figures a year in revenue. But before any of this, you need to actually build that literally anybody can do. The first thing that you need to do is choose a niche that you're passionate about. This increases your chance of success. Look, being an entrepreneur, you hate what you're doing, you're not going to put in the effort to succeed. But if you love what you're doing, you're going to put in the effort even when you're not seeing it. Once you start learning to catch up, you make sure it's a large market. You go to Google Trends, type in any keyword related to a market, getting a lot of search volume, kind of like the term marketing, that means you're on to something. To see what the market cap is. The market cap tells you how much that company is worth. Where you're worth, what you're worth. Now, saying on purpose is actually really easy. WordPress.org, they have a whole repository of themes that you can just choose from and upload it to your instance. And best of all, if you use a hosting provider like Bluehost, you can click one button after you sign up and it'll install WordPress for you. And you just select a theme and you're off into the races. You also have to select a domain name, which is the trickiest part, not because it's hard to decide what domain name you want, it's hard to actually find a domain name that you want that's also available. That just takes some time by typing in some words and eventually coming up with something that you like. Just make sure your domain name is short, to the point, and is catchy. And of course, use a .com domain. People aren't used to typing .org, .ai, .io, or any of those other extensions. If you want step-by-step on how to set up a WordPress site and blog, just check out this URL. Now that you've created a blog, you need to focus on creating content around whatever vertical you're going after. Make sure that content is unique, fresh, and it's really in-depth. If you're not sure on the type of content you should be creating, you can go to neilpatel.com/ubersuggest. Type in any keyword, it'll show you all the content that's popular around that subject on the web. You can use this as an example of the type of quality content that you want to create. You just got to make sure that your article talks about something that's fresh, that they don't talk about, and is better than theirs. Because if it's not fresh or better than theirs, why would people read your article versus theirs? And you may think this is hard, but it actually isn't that hard, because most people, they write content and they leave it there and it starts getting old after years. After you built a website, you need to ensure it shows up at the top of Google search so visitors can find it. Here's how. To rank at the top of Google, there's 3 main areas that you need to focus on. The first is content. The second is technical SEO. How clean is the code on your website? And the third is links. The more people linking to you, the higher you're gonna rank. So let's go over the first one, content. We already discussed that you need to create content that's better than the competition, and it's talking about stuff that's new. Because if you're not talking about stuff that's new, you're not gonna do well. The second is technical SEO. This is how clean your code is and search engines can understand it, so that way they can easily rank you. Because if your code is messy, it makes it hard for them to understand your web pages, which means they're not sure where to rank it for and for what keywords. So you wanna go to ubersuggest.com, put in your URL.
What's up, guys? In this video, I'm going to share with you how to come up with business ideas that are actually good. Welcome to How to Start.
If I had to start from zero, this is exactly how to become a millionaire in 12 months. After decades of building successful businesses, I know exactly what I would do to go from $0 to $1 million as fast as possible. The crazy part, you don't need a genius idea